Welcome back to Living the Fantasy number 4. We got tight ends. And I'm saying this again. Drop a comment, Discord, Twitter, if you want to be in a league, subscribers league. 10 to 12 people probably, preferably. And then probably around $20. We'll debate it. But again, start making some noise, guys, because if we don't get any takers, we're just not going to create the league, which we really want to do with the boys. So
yeah, especially if you think that your fantasy knowledge is better than ours, you might as well just jump in, get involved.
Challenge us, steal our money. I mean, come
Got
on.
challenge in there. It's easy money, free money. Look at these guys. We don't know what we're talking about.
We're chumps. So steal our money.
All right, best tight end in the league, T.J. Hockenson. Wait.
I thought it was Zach Ertz, dude.
No, it's C.J. Uzomah.
Oh, so it's Travis Kelce, number one guy year in year out. He's a stud. Again, like Tyreek Hill, best quarterback in the league, best offense to be a part of. There's not too much to get into this. He's just a stud. Going into number 2, Darren Waller. We all agree on that. I have him in a different tier. I just feel like Kelce's just a god amongst men. He's in his own tier no matter what. I think Waller's definitely above Kittle and Andrews, but again, the Raiders just kind of scare me in general. I just feel like he did so good last year. I feel like there has to be some sort of regression. Not that he's gonna have a bad year, but I just can't see him doing that great again. Is my problem. So that's why he's number 2. Still great, but Kelce's in his own tier.
Yeah, I got Darren Waller, same deal. The only reason I got him in the same tier is because I think Travis is going to regress just a teeny bit. I think Darren Waller is going to be about the same. I think they're still a full tier above everybody else, just how they were. I mean, nobody even sniffed 200 points, and Darren Waller and Travis Kelce both almost got to. Well, Travis got to 300, and Darren got very close. So it's hard to turn away from that one. But yeah, we can continue. Go down to George Kittle and Mark Andrews. What do you think there?
So we both agree on that one. I think Kittle's got a lot of upside. He was injured last year. He killed it a couple years ago. He had a ton of yards. I think he can get back to that. I'm not confident that he's going to get back to that, but I mean, compared to the rest of the tight ends out there, he's just an elite option at number 3.
Yeah, Kittle still had 15.6 points per game. That's 3 points per game above Mark Andrews and 4 or 5 points above everybody else in the league. So, yeah, Kittle still deserves to be number 3, regardless of injury and all that nonsense.
And honestly, the guy, he's not made of glass. He just plays so damn hard that he gets injured. So,
yep,
it's kind of good, kind of not. But
that's what you want, though. You want a tight end that goes out there.
Guy.
Yeah, I mean, I would say feel free to grab a backup if you want, or you could always stream tight ends on free agency, but if you got George Kittle, it gets a little nerve-wracking there, how physical he is.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he falls in drafts, but so I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be taking him this year or not, but if he drops a little bit, I mean, it could be quite a steal there. So
I think it's a dodge for me. I haven't been drafting him because there's a lot of guys a little bit later that I'd rather get Dallas Goedert where he's falling than get aggressive and grab George Kittle where he's at. If I'm not getting Darren or Travis, I'm not getting a tight end early.
It's understandable. That gets us to the Mark Andrews side of things. I think he was kind of in the similar tier there. He laid it up a couple years back, and last year he did pretty good. Just not as much volume as we'd like to see. He had a couple games where he had not many points, and then he had a couple games where he blew it up and get 20. So he's kind of like an inconsistent guy that's he's going to light it up with touchdowns or he's not. But again, that's kind of, you don't really have much options with tight ends, and a guy that can win you your week with 20 points, I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's true. He definitely can win you your week, and you don't have to question whether or not to start him each week. So he's a good play. But yeah, I mean, my only concern is where he's being drafted. I got him in the 5th round the other day. It felt okay. it got the job done. I didn't have to worry about tight end for the rest of the draft, so that was nice. But and having a solid tight end is the best way to win your fantasy football league, in my personal opinion. But yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing you can really say. You can't move him up a spot. You can't bring him down a spot. So that's where he belongs.
Yeah, according to us, according to Fantasy Pros, not really. They got TJ Hockenson there instead, which
They're
I
losing their
have
minds.
at 5. I like Hockenson. I think he's got potential. He was supposed to be a great tight end coming out. Hasn't really come on as strong as you'd like to see. Did okay last year. He's got a shittier quarterback this year. Let's be honest. But I think the bright side is because his quarterback is more garbage and has a smaller arm. Maybe he might throw the ball at Hockenson more. And also, their receiving core is just for hunger. I mean, who do they even have anymore? I don't like. Kenny Gauley is gone. Marvin Jones is gone. I actually don't even know who they have. Like, I actually just can't even name a receiver that they have right now. So like,
They've got some studs, man. Montez Cephas, bro.
oh shoot, my bad. I disrespected him.
Don't disrespect Cephas.
So I mean, Hawkinson is realistically the only target right now on that offense. So I got him at 5.
I've got him disrespected a little bit, and that's only because of his points per game last year. So that's why I got him at 7. His points per game last year was 10.956. He had a good year. He had 175 points, but you compare that to Mark Andrews' 12.1, and it's like, And then Logan Thomas is 11, and Robert Tonyan's 11.03, and like there's other guys that did better. So I've got to give respect to Logan Thomas and his success so far, and Kyle Pitts as well.
Fanboy.
Kyle Pitts is youngness.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts is 6 here for me. You got him at 5. We're not drafting Kyle Pitts currently where he's going.
Yeah, I'm not drafting Kyle Pitts, but that's where he belongs.
We believe in his talent. As far as his upside compared to other tight ends, that's why he's there. But we're not buying it. Like, we're not actively going out and getting Kyle Pitts. I think he's got upgrade upside. He's a generational type player. But at the same time, rookie tight ends don't come into the league and light it up generally. And I don't know. I like him, but I don't feel super comfortable. If I get him if he's sliding in a draft, I'll grab him probably, but just not where he's probably going.
No, it's just not worth it. I mean, he could have an elite season. I mean, by all means, but do you really want to be grabbing him where like some of the best wide receivers in the league are going? It just doesn't make sense. It's like the risk reward isn't there for me. If he was going at the end of that tier, if he was going like after Dallas Goedert territory, I would be all on board. But that's just not the case. All right, you can get a Dallas Goedert super late in a draft. So like, why risk it on somebody? I mean, I don't see it. I'm not there.
Yeah. So that's where we're at with
Kyle Pitts in my last draft went round 4, and Dallas Goedert went round 8. All right, that's the difference between Julio Jones and Jerry Jeudy.
It's quite the difference.
Yes. So I'd rather have Dallas Goedert and Julio Jones than Kyle Pitts and Jerry Jeudy. That's just me.
Yeah, that's quite. I mean,
that's a jump.
I think most of America would agree with you on that one.
Yeah, that's a jump.
And if you don't, then keep watching because you need all the help you can get.
Very true.
So, with that being said, that brings us into the Logan Thomas to Dallas Goedert area. I got Dallas Goedert at 7. You have Logan Thomas at 6. I like Goddard, obviously. He's my boy, but I just don't know what to expect, quite honestly. I believe in Hurts. I believe in the different receivers we have. I believe in the offense. I just don't know if I believe in the Hurts to Goddard connection and how often we should expect to see it. So that's why, 7 is still pretty good for a tight end, but I don't know what to think of him, to be honest. So
yeah, you've actually got him higher than me. But I have a lot of faith. I think that he's going to do great. I really want to see Ertz be gone. That's my biggest concern. I don't want to see Ertz end up on that team. Everybody said 900 times, it's not going to happen, that's not going to happen, that's not going to happen. But until it happens, I'm not sold on it. I don't think that anything's certain until it happens. So that's my one concern. And then obviously, you got Hurts around, which is it's different. It's a change. I don't think that Hurts is going to struggle. I don't think he's going to be bad at all. But, he did have issues with fumbling last year, so that's less possessions. He did this and that and whatever. Like he's there's some change. There's some growing pains going on in Philly, and we'll see if that turns into success or turns into nothing.
Yeah, and honestly, like you said, Ertz, you want to believe he's going to be gone, but you just don't know yet. So
Exactly.
that's why it's kind of close with Logan Thomas and Rob Gronkowski. And honestly, like I probably should have just put Pitts, Goddard, Gronkowski, and Logan Thomas in the tier of their own because they're all kind of so similar to me. There's not much of a tier break there, but I did include a tier break there.
I would keep Gronk one tier down personally.
Yeah, well, maybe I just respect Logan Thomas then at that point. I don't know.
Like I've got Gronk in my Tonyan Jonnu tier, so
yeah, I feel that.
But yeah,
with Logan Thomas, you have him at 6. I have him at 9. He did good last year. I like Fitz. He should do solid again this year. I guess I'm just scared about what to expect because I feel like we haven't seen much consistency there, and with Washington. So I guess that's why I have him at 9. But realistically, he could be top 5. I mean, he got upside.
Yeah, so he's super physical. He can block, he can catch, he can do the whole thing. He's a possession big man tight end, just does his thing. That's why I've got him so high though. I mean, he was the 6th last year in points per game, and that's including CJ Uzomah's 3 games at number 5. So Logan Thomas, yeah, he had a pretty solid year, 176 points total. Right in there with the mix, and then he's got Ryan Fitz coming to town. They've got an increased, a better wide receiver core. Their defense just keeps getting stronger. They've got a new guard. Like there's just a lot of things going on that I kind of like. So it's hard to bring his valuation down from last year. I mean, not from that, but from where he actually performed. So, and at the end of the year, he ended with 6 double-digit games in a row. I got a lot of faith in the young kid. I think that there's big things coming. A lot of touchdowns to be had for him. We don't have a lot of guys that can score touchdowns, so.
Yeah. I think he can do great, but we'll see. He's kind of risky. Getting into our next tier here. Honestly, all these guys are pretty much a toss-up to me. Tonyan, Jonnu Smith, Noah Fant. They're all pretty similar.
Yeah.
And then Gronk as well. I have Gronk at 8. I think like Gronk did pretty decent last year. Year 2 in this offense as well. I think he should do just as well, if not better. I like Gronk, but that's why he's there. Maybe Logan Thomas should go above him.
Yeah, I think Logan Thomas should go above him by just a hair. I don't even think it's that far off, but so that's why I didn't razz you too hard for it. But just Logan Thomas, man, I'm pretty high on him. I don't know. Gronk had a lot of inconsistency last year. That was my biggest concern.
Yeah, he does. He just has upside. Every week he can get a touchdown pretty easily.
Yeah.
So you like to see that.
That's hard to come by, but he had 9 points per game. It's just, I don't know, scary. Jonnu did too, so.
And Jonnu, I like the player. I like the talent. But the reason I went Noah Fant over Jonnu is I don't even want to say situation because honestly, Fant's situation sucks too, I think. But I just think that Noah Fant has like the explosive talent. He's a young guy. And I think he's ready to burst onto the scene. We just don't know what the quarterback play that he's going to be getting here. So, I mean, I put him at 10, but it's just honestly between him, Tonyan, and Jonnu, it's just toss up to me.
Well, I think the best part about Gronk is you can get him in like the 13th round. He's deeper than any tight end out there. Like any of those guys are like, Jonnu even is going in the 11th round. You got like I had Tonyan in my last draft go in the 10th round, which I think is a steal for Tonyan. Goddard went in the 8th, Logan Thomas 8th, Noah Fant 8th. You got Gronk going in the 13th, man, and he could just as easily get as many points as any of those guys. So.
And like every Green Bay Packer, if we knew for sure Rodgers was playing, then maybe Tonyan would be on number 10. And maybe he might fit into my 10 slot there.
That would be a change, yeah, for sure. I would say maybe draft him in a few leagues right there. In round 10, just to see if you get a little flyer that he ends up being one of the best tight ends in the league. That might be a good steal where he's going.
Yeah, and my problem with Jonnu Smith is just like I think he should be above Hunter Henry. I believe in Jonnu more than I believe in Hunter Henry, but it's just you just don't know how the Pats value them, how they're going to use them, and I honestly I expect a lot of inconsistency with that offense. So that's why I don't have Jonnu there.
That's my concern, but for some reason my brain's flashing back to Aaron Hernandez and Gronkowski, and I'm thinking that they're just trying to recreate that old offense. So that's why my brain is thinking that Jonnu is now Gronkowski in that offense. And that's the only reason I have him so high, is for that off chance that he does that.
And I completely I feel that, and I hope that's the case.
I hope that is the case. I think it'll be fun to watch, even if like I don't have any shares.
And I wish I could say, oh, you're totally wrong, dude. No offense, way better. But honestly, like I can't say that because I don't believe in that Denver offense at all. So
yeah, quarterback scares the hell out of me in Denver.
That's why the 10th tight end spot is just really difficult for me. It's really just you might as well just throw a dart, roll a dice.
Throw a dart, yeah. Literally throw a dart at like the list, drop it all the way down to Evan Ingram, and you'll still probably hit.
I don't know if you'll hit, but
I'm serious, bro. Any of those guys could be top 10. Give Zach Ertz top 10, bro. I don't know. Like anybody can hit it.
That's another thing too. If depending on where Zach Ertz goes, maybe he can revitalize his career at 10. Man, I mean, we just don't know.
Yep, it's a crapshoot, but hey, that's fantasy football, boys.
Yeah, that's our top 10 tight ends list. I mean, if you got anything to add,
any questions, any concerns, throw it down in the comments. Give this whole video a like. We hope you watched it all the way through, and we'll see you next time.
And share this with all your boys back at home.